Okay, folks, I'm back with another victim. I just victimized this dude a few minutes ago. You know, what I do is I basically go on chess.com and I find the victim. I find the target and I victimize them. You know, and your boy Jarnell put it down. You feel me? I gave this boy a Philly style ass whooping. And this dude actually, he was a brother, he was a black brother, whatever. He was bragging. He pissed me the fuck off because he was bragging. So I had to really unleash, the beast. I had to unleash my wrath, and he couldn't handle me. He couldn't take my pressure. I was the pressure I was putting on him. I was a little too much for him. You know what I mean? So he folded. He folded. You know what I mean? So let me show you guys how this match turned out. He had the advantage because he was white. I was black, and I was rated a little higher than him, about 100 points higher. And he moved this knight out. I'll just basically show y'all real fast how this took place. He threatened my pawn. I protect my pawn. Move this pawn down. Move my bishop up. He threatened my bishop, and I moved my bishop up. And he moved his bishop down. I threatened his knight with my pawn, and then he threatened my bishop with his pawn, and I took his knight. He took my bishop because, like I said before, y'all know I'm scared of knights, and I think that they're more dangerous than bishops, in my personal opinion. So then I moved my queen up and put him into check, and he moved his bishop down, and then I took his bishop and threatened his queen, and he took my pawn, and then I threatened his queen with my knight. So basically it was nothing he can do there but to take my queen, because I was going to take him with because actually he couldn't even move his queen out the way because he would have been moving into check. You can't do that. So I take his queen with my king, and he put me into check, and I back up. I move my king up, actually, threatening his knight, and then he took my knight. And I think, let me see, we was 16-16. Score was 16-16, and he laughed. Like, he was like, ha 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 ha. And that really like pissed me the fuck off. Like, dude, you trying to like taunt me? Okay. So I took his knight. Oh no, this is where he laughed at. I'm sorry. This is where he laughed. This is where he started laughing right here. Because I know it ain't make sense for him to laugh when he took my knight, because we was even then. Right there, it was, score was 16-16. Okay, so it was a close battle, and then I took his knight, and the score was at that point 19-16. And then he took my pawn, and the score was 19-17. I was leading, and then I seen that he fucked me. You know what I mean? I was fucked. He got me. You know what I mean? So I was a little mad about that. He gonna say ha 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 ha, and then take my fucking rook, and that's when he was up 22-19. That shit pissed me the fuck off. So I said, all right, fuck it. So I started really focusing, right, because I wanted to trap his bishop, and this is how everything turned out. Look at the moves real closely. And you see I got my king. My king was all up in the mix because I was mad as fuck. I took his pawn. I moved down. He threatened my bishop. I took his pawn, so now I'm eating him up because I'm fucking mad, right? I'm like really in the zone now. I'm focusing, right? I got my focus on. So I'm in the fucking zone now, right? So then he threatened my bishop. I move up one. And then I threatened his rook. He put me into check. I moved down. He moved his king down. And then I take his pawn. He take my pawn. Then I move my knight up. He threatened my bishop with his rook. And then I put him into check. And then he protects his king with his pawn. Move my bishop down. He put me into check with his bishop. I move up. He moved down. I put my pawn up. So now he basically trapped his bishop, because his bishop can't move nowhere. So now I'm like, I just basically fucked him right there, because I put his bishop in a position where his bishop can't move. He can't do nothing. So he moved his bishop down because he want to try to get his bishop out by taking my pawn. So I trapped him again. You know, so now I'm just laughing because he can't do nothing with that bishop. That bishop like just stuck in the corner. So then I move my king down, and boom, got him right there, motherfucker. Got him. Put him into check. Took his rook. Boom. And he knew it was only a matter of time before I get me my queen, and right there, that's when he knew he was fucked, because he moved that rook up in the corner to h1, and he must not have seen my bishop right there. He knew I was gonna take his rook with my bishop, and it was a wrap. All that shit you was talking, and I came back and dug in your fucking ass. Busting your fucking ass for talking all that fucking shit. This was, I would say, and like I said, I ain't the best chess player. I lose sometimes too. I win more than I lose. But this was such a fucking gratifying win for me, because one thing I hate is when dudes be on here, ha ha ha, like, you know, he you know, trapped my rook and then took my rook, and then ha 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 ha. He gonna say, laugh out loud. What's funny now? Like, what's funny now, dog? Dude, I didn't even laugh at you when I was leading in the game. So what you mean what's funny now? You know what I mean? So he wanted to talk all that junk, and then I came back, you know, I refocused, you know, and I went in on it. You know, he couldn't handle the pressure, you know, so I had to let him feel my wrath. You feel me? But that's what happened when you talk trash. You get fucked. 1.